Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be going over Airbnb and my game plan on how to approach that stock. And I'm also going to be answering some tips. I'm also going to be providing some tips for the beginners out there who are looking to trade Airbnb, along with answering you guys' questions for those of you who dropped your stocks of interest in this morning's video. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, let me just change the scene really quick. There you go. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the SPY, and the SPY is still below that line, and we should be slightly worried, just a little bit worried, not too worried though, because we could also bounce back up here in the morning. But then again, we'll have to see in the morning in order to address this further. Now, let's start with Airbnb. Now, this stock got out the gates today. Apparently, the IPO price was at $68 and it opened up and it was available for everybody at around $144. And let's see how it did today. Today, it spiked right out the gates and then faded down some more. Now, my approach for this thing, especially to the beginners out there, my approach for these ones, again, you're not really missing out on anything at all. And the reason why I say that, again, if you've been following or this channel, if you're following this channel, you know that we like to trade options because options make us more money when we are right. If you look at the stock, it just got out the gates. Number one, it doesn't have an option chain. Okay. Number two, it doesn't have a history at all for us to go off of. So there is a few scenarios that can happen in here. Like the best tip that I can give to all of you, like if you're really, really anxious to trade Airbnb along with the other IPOs that do not have an option chain, if you're really that anxious, then you can just set a bunch of alerts at 152 and at 156 and at 165. All right. That way you get notified whenever there is big movements to the upside if you're really interested in buying shares and in making dollars per share. On the other hand, I'm just gonna patiently wait. I'm gonna wait for. I think they're not gonna take too long to add an option chain to this. I know that for I know that for sure. They're not gonna wait too long. They're probably gonna wait like 2 weeks, maybe less, maybe more. Like within the months, they're probably gonna add that option chain on there, and then we're gonna see more volume flow into this stock, and then it will have a little bit more history, kind of like what Palantir did. If we look at Palantir, and right now it's let's look over here, okay? So let's just pretend that this is Airbnb right now, like same red candle, all right, same shape, and something like this, like just a downfall first for, and then some consolidation for just like 1 or 2 weeks would be great for the stock until they add an option chain. I believe for Palantir they added that option chain somewhere around $8 to $9. That's when I saw that. So let's just, honestly, for me, I'm gonna let you know right now. Just be patient with the stock. Let it go sideways for a bit. Let it marinate. Let the hype just fade out. And then when the real money comes in here, we will cover this a little bit more in the upcoming videos. Okay. The same thing goes for Dash. And Dash, again, this one, the IPO, there was a lot of hype on these things, lots of hype. All right, and there's some volatility on here, but then again, there isn't any options, which I don't like too much. But I like the volatility in here. If it can just go sideways, or if it could just drop over here to like 170 and go sideways just for a bit until they put out that option chain, then things will be really interesting for us. And then you can start paying attention to the intraday patterns that will make it easier to make more money on it, like intraday, as whether it's going up or whether it is going down. And a perfect example for that one, I'm gonna give you that one right now, is QS Quantum Space. There was an intraday pattern on here. I didn't cover it in the past, but I think this will be a great time to cover that, especially for the beginners who are really, really anxious to get into these Airbnb and these DoorDash IPOs. Now, if you look at the 5 minute chart, there was a very easy pattern on here, and that pattern was right over here, right over, right over here, right there. All right, bullish pennant And then the aftermath of that, the appropriate entry for this one was anywhere in here. And then if you look at what happened next, just a massive move to the upside, right? And another one that we should look at is let's see, laser, maybe. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, another one is right here for laser, right there. Okay, these ones not that long of a history. Well, this one has a long history, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, just wait for the intraday patterns to occur before you attack these stocks, and that is the very my very honest opinion and advice to give for all of you beginners. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. All right, the first one that we're going to be talking about is Lyft. And Lyft, I covered this one before, and I believe I covered this one and Uber as well. It's uptrending right now, and personally, I think it has room to run just a little bit more towards $55. I think that's the same price that I set for Uber as well. Oh, it already reached $55. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, so it might go a little bit more. I'm not bearish on these ones yet. On this industry, the Uber and the Lyft, not bearish on it. This one is a hold for me. If you're holding this, I'm not. I wouldn't short this thing honestly. Just again, this one is a hold. So definitely keep this one on your watch list. There could be a continuation, like a strong move tomorrow or Friday. The market is up right now, so again, just keep your eyes open for Friday morning. Now, the next stock that we're going to be talking about, somebody asked this a while ago, and that stock is Amazon. Amazon, all right, a big mammoth. Let's talk about this huge stock. So what I'm looking at, what I want to see, or actually I should say what I'm waiting for. The reason why I really wanted a red day today, like a drastic red day, is for the perfect dip buy right on the floor, right there. I wanted to scoop that thing up right there, right here, but it didn't do that. So again, the market isn't up by that much. Tomorrow it could just be bloody red. Okay, it could be red tomorrow. We never know, but if it is, that would be great. Especially for the dip buyers who are looking to scoop up Amazon right around over here. Again, the reason why I say that is because if you look at this, right, it looks really bullish. It looks really bullish, and a good entry on this thing is right around here for the bounce, okay, for the potential bounce or for the bounce and consolidation followed by the breakout. All right, I'm not bearish long term on Amazon at all, so definitely keep Amazon on your watch list. The contracts are very expensive. As I know there are some beginners out there who trade with a very small account. This one may be a little challenging. Maybe this one may not be for you, but for those of you who have a large amount of capital, who can afford those option contracts, this one is definitely for you. Keep that one on your watch list for a potential bounce. All right, especially if tomorrow is red. I wanted today to be red. We didn't get that drastic red that I wanted, but maybe we might get that tomorrow. Maybe. Okay, so that's my very honest opinion of Amazon. Next one that we're going to be covering, somebody's been asking for this stock for a long time, and that one is NNDM. NNDM, not a penny stock. Okay, right off the bat, it's not a penny stock. Okay, I like this one. I like the volume one here. The spread is only $1, which is great. I like to see that. I like to see that. Am I bullish or am I bearish on the stock? Honestly, it's been crushed for a while, right? We see the history. It's been on a historic downtrend. Every time it tries to go up, it gets annihilated. Again, it tries to go up, it gets annihilated again. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing drop to this previous level of resistance slash support, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't be surprised for it to get there at $5.85, and then consolidate sideways before trying to make a move back up here. Okay. Yeah, that's my very honest opinion on it. Could it get over here? Yeah. What are the chances of it getting there? Yeah, highly likely, but then again, I know that it wants to retest this thing. This line right here, this line of support, we could see a retest of that one. And then after that, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But right now, it's not looking too good. It looks like the short sellers are winning right now. All right. The short sellers who got in here and who added yesterday and today might be looking to either take their money off for like a 20% gain, or they might cause even more selling pressure for this thing to even crumble back down. But either way, if you're holding this long, all I can say is be careful. I wouldn't hold this long yet. Like I wouldn't go in long, try to dip buy today. I wouldn't do that personally. With my money, I would not do that. That is my very honest opinion of NNDM. All right, let's go on for more stocks. Okay, the next stock we're gonna be talking about is LRCX. And LRCX is huge. This one is a growth stocks for all of you long-term investors. Y'all love this stuff. I know it. I know it. Look at the weekly. The weekly is just wow. This is a great stock to just buy and hold for like ever. Because every time it drops, it just gets bought right back up again. Okay. It has proven time and time again right here in March and right here again near like August, and now it's up again. So and if you can see, let me just erase that one. Y'all see this, right? There is a rising three method on the chart, which is the same as we're seeing as Apple right there. Again, y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's not too complicated. It's right on the chart. Okay, and that's why I made that outlook on Apple. If you look at LRCX, could we see this exact replica on Apple within the next few weeks? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Okay, I really wouldn't. But as of this stock right now, if you look at it on the daily, it's not looking too great. It gapped down yesterday, and there was a massive amount of sellers. Okay, and then today is 4-minute doji. It's very slim doji. Like nobody knows where it's gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna go. It really depends on how it opens up tomorrow. If tomorrow it opens up, if tomorrow the SPY is down by negative 0.30% or more, like negative 50%, it could open up at like 482, and there could be a massive sell-off. There could be. Again, this is just my very honest opinion of the stock, the way I'm looking at it. Or if there isn't this one, if there isn't a drop in a SPY, right? Then the that 9 SMA can hold less support, and we could see this thing curl back up again for another new high. That is another thing that you want to keep in mind. But we have to see exactly how this one opens up tomorrow. Okay. Now the next stock that we're going to be looking at, I know we went overboard. It's about 13 minutes right now, but a lot of you have been asking for stocks, so let's just cover this one really quickly. For the person who asked about IDEX, I talked about IDEX when it was very overextended at $4.75, about how I wanted it to crash all the way down to 271. Right after that video, it crashed to 271. And now that I'm looking at it again, I want it to go all the way down to $150. This is not bullish at all. Short sellers are not letting go of the stock until it looks exactly like what happened back here. All right, until it goes all the way down to the floor and then goes sideways for a very long time. I don't have high hopes for IDEX. That is my very honest opinion for the person who asked about it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, if you're new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day from Monday to Sunday in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab right here on Instagram and on Twitter. If you're a beginner looking to get started in the stock market, looking to make some money in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to sign up with everything you need to get started in the stock market and to follow along these pre-market and post-market videos. All right. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow morning's video. All right. Have a great night.